Hello everyone. Today we will nourish wisdom for the mind, for the formless essence of life within us, awakening our minds from the world of fabrication, from all suffering, from the endless cycle of birth. Once our minds awaken, they will no longer suffer, and this will be our final existence. No one has ever taught us that we are the mind, the essence of life, from the moment we were born. We were taught to think, to remember, to believe that we are human, to believe that we must struggle, compete, and strive for food and conveniences, to seek everything to define ourselves and claim ownership. This is the root cause that keeps us wandering, suffering endlessly in this world of form. In this world of form, which is shaped by thought, where we dwell, we rely on mental images, emotions, perception, and memory. To exist in this world of form, we must rely on these tools to communicate. To sustain this form, we are taught to struggle, to use these tools to maintain the body until we forget that this body does not last. Suppose we could only live for a month, that our lives lasted only a month. What this world teaches would still be to eat quickly, grow quickly, reproduce quickly, then grow old, decay, and die. And then our formless mind, our essence of life, would drift in search of a new body, repeating the cycle once again, taught to eat quickly, grow quickly, reproduce quickly, then grow old, decay, and die. When we take form as animals, we are captured and eaten while still small, with little chance of survival. Then we eat others, and others eat us. We harm and are harmed in return, sometimes as land animals, sometimes as underground creatures, sometimes as birds. We are born, rush to eat, devour one another, then flee to avoid being eaten or harmed. As humans, it is the same. We struggle to find sustenance to sustain the body, but this body does not last. Sometimes it is bullied, harmed, or destroyed. Some bodies last only a day before they break down and perish. Some survive only 10 days before dissolving into death. Some last just a month before vanishing. The point is that when the body perishes, no matter what kind of creature we are born as, no matter what vessel we inhabit, the body will inevitably disintegrate and die. But there is one thing that never changes, that has never been anything at all: the mind, the formless essence of life within us. It has never been anything. The mind, or the formless essence of life, has never been human. To put it more clearly, we have never truly been born into this world. We have never been human. We have never truly experienced happiness or suffering. We have never been connected to these spoken words. We have never been involved with mental images, emotions, or perceptions. We are a formless, pure essence, pristine, and the origin of all things. We are the fundamental essence. But why must our formless mind or essence of life reside in this bodily vessel? That is the question no one in this world teaches. From birth, our parents never taught us. No teacher at school ever explained it. Even at old age, some live to 80 and have never been told this truth. Isn't it strange? Instead, we are taught to believe that we are human, that we are aquatic creatures, land creatures, birds, or subterranean beings. We are taught that we are this human form. We teach and reinforce these beliefs among ourselves because we do not know how we ended up in this body. And so we continue to pass down these teachings from parents and elders through generations. Everyone has been taught that we are human, that we have our own traditions and cultures, that we have names and surnames. We have created paper and called it money. We call this body our arms, our legs. This is the left leg, this is the right leg. We have constructed this world, saying today is Monday, today is Tuesday, today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have created numbers, marking the days as 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 30 and 31. We have created months, naming them January, February, March, all the way to December. We have even created the Buddhist calendar era. We have built countless systems of logic, devised languages to communicate, also that we can live. And so we believe that we are alive. We believe this is humanity. We believe we are human. That belief is firmly ingrained in us. And in the process we harm one another, fight over land, claiming this is our land. We kill and destroy, saying this is our home, our partner, our children, our parents, our relatives, our friends, our business, our district, our province, our country, our world. We claim everything as ours, as belonging to us. But suppose someone says, this land is not ours, and they try to take it, though in truth land cannot be taken, then we go to war, killing and destroying to reclaim our land. But isn't land part of this earth? Do we understand this? Trees belong to the earth, do they not? Even this body belongs to the earth. Where exactly does it belong to us? A simple question, can we grasp the truth? The truth is, no one owns this body. Do we understand this truth? This body will age, inevitably. We cannot tell it not to age. Can we grasp this? This body will fall ill, inevitably. It will develop cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, gout, diabetes, asthma, allergies, one disease after another. Soon it will develop stomach disease, then nerve disorders, then problems with clogged arteries, and eventually heart disease. In summary, this body continues to age, continues to deteriorate, and eventually disintegrates and dies. Can we tell this body not to become anything at all? This is the truth. Can we accept this truth? Do you know what I am pointing out to you? I am pointing out that, what if we were a life without form? If there is no form, there is no suffering. There is absolutely no suffering, and there is nothing that needs to be done. And if this formless life has no fabrication, it has no sound. The sound I use to communicate now is just a tool for this world. But in our pure formless essence of life, it does not need this sound. It does not need sound to communicate, does not need mental imagery to think, does not even need emotions. Emotions are tools used only in this world. Memory is also just a tool for this world. Even the act of perceiving right now, hearing this sound, smelling, seeing, tasting, touching, all of these are tools used in this world. But the mind, the essence of life, does not need any of these things. Do you understand? We are a formless, pure essence, so pure that it is one with the emptiness before us, merging with the entire universe. We are this pure essence, and in this state there is no suffering at all. Right here. Yet we have become deluded, believing that this body is us, even as it slowly decays, deteriorates, and ultimately vanishes. So where is this body that we claim as ours? Now, have you ever seen a corpse, a person whose mind has left their body? When the mind or the essence of life departs from the body immediately ceases to function. This is called death. This is the point. Can we accept this truth? I have come to teach, to show you the way to accept reality, nothing more. Why do I speak of these things? Because I was just like you. I lived just like you. Until I reached my 30s, I began to fall ill, began to age, and develop countless diseases. Only then did I start questioning why I was born, so I sought a way to be free from all suffering, until I turned inward, awakened within, and saw that the voice speaking right now is not me. The one speaking now is not truly me speaking. Whoever can accept this truth will feel a profound lightness, a deep relief. Tears will flow. Do you know that the sound being spoken right now is not truly a sound, nor is it us speaking? It is merely the vibration of the essence of life. It vibrates to transmit currents to the body, allowing this body to produce sound. The mind, or the essence of life, has the nature of a living substance. It has an outer ripple, a wave of energy that transmits to the body, making it speak, making it think internally. This vibration is energy that manifests as an inner voice. Have you noticed? Our minds have no mouths, yet there is a voice speaking within. Try speaking in your mind. Can you perceive the voice within? Say anything silently in your mind. Try this. What should I eat for lunch today? Now picture noodles. There is an image, isn't there? Our minds create images. Whether we call it mind or consciousness, it is the same thing. The nature of our consciousness is like the rippling of water. The nature of pure, clear water has surface tension. Whenever something touches the surface of the water, it creates an effect, a ripple. This ripple in water, we call it a wave, don't we? But the wave is not the water itself. Do you understand this? Where there is water, there are waves. A wave is merely an action of water. Just like that, our mind is the same. Our mind is an empty, pure essence of life. When the mind departs from the body ceases to function immediately. The heart, though present, does not beat. The ears, though present, do not hear. The brain, though present, does not think. Simply put, this body will decay and become a corpse. But the mind has never truly been connected to this body. We are the essence of life, the formless, pure consciousness. And in this, there is no suffering at all. Do you understand this? On the day I came to reveal this truth to the essence of life, I saw that the voice speaking was not me, and the one perceiving right now, understanding right now, it is not us understanding. The knowing happening right now is not us knowing. It knows by itself. This is nature. It is the motion of the mind rippling. Whenever something touches it, it ripples to perceive, ripples to fabricate, ripples to think, to imagine, to feel emotions, to process understanding, to record memory. These rippling actions are movements of the mind. They are characteristics, attributes of consciousness. Where there is mind, these movements naturally exist, but these movements are not the mind itself. Do you understand this? That is why I say, the voice being spoken now is not really a voice. And in truth, no one is speaking at all. But we have come to believe that we are human. We rely on this voice, on mental imagery, on emotions, on perception. We depend on these tools, depend on this body, until we fully believe that we are human. We have convinced ourselves that we are the ones speaking, that this is truly a voice. Do you understand? Is this too difficult? This is the simplest way to explain it. We truly believe that these things are us, just like when we dream. In the dream, everything feels real. Everything happening right now seems real. But do you realize? It is only a dream. Do you understand this? When we perform on stage, we play our role until we fully believe we are that character. But do you know? We are not that character at all. We are not the mask we have put on. Do you understand this? We are strange beings, aren't we? Let me ask you, do you enjoy suffering? Be honest. Do you want suffering? Do you like it? Do you want to suffer to the point of crying, to the point where tears turn to blood? To suffer for months, crying so much that you don't want to eat, to feel unbearable pain and torment? Do you want that? Do you like suffering like that? You don't, do you? If you don't like it, then why suffer? If we don't want suffering, why do we go to it? A simple question. Does suffering have a form? Do you know what suffering is? Does it have a body? Can you touch it? Can you mold it into a shape and bring it to me? Can you put it in a bag and hand it to me? Does suffering have substance? If it has no form, no shape, then why are we foolishly suffering over it? Can you understand this? Let's say suffering is a negative emotion. We don't like it. So why do we suffer? It is just an emotion. Can you grasp this? Now let's talk about happiness. Does happiness have a form? Can you touch it? Yet we chase it and try to possess it. Isn't that strange? Happiness has no form, cannot be grasped, yet we want to have it. It's like we are trying to shape air into happiness and desperately hold on to it. What should I call us? If you can see that happiness, like laughter, is just a passing condition, and that there is no one who is laughing, that laughter simply happens on its own with no real owner, then suffering will become just as meaningless. Because happiness and suffering are merely emotions, merely ripples of the essence of life, the mind, the formless essence of life within us. The very substance of this essence, this pure, clear essence, can be likened to a body of water with surface tension. Whenever something touches this clear body of water, it ripples and perceives. Do you understand this? Just as the mind or the essence of life is a pure foundational essence, when something touches it, it responds. It ripples into sound, into images, into emotions, into memory, into perception, into processing and understanding. These are merely the movements of the mind, not the mind itself. We use these tools only to exist in this world. They are just instruments that allow us to experience. But in reality, we are the essence of life itself. We merely reside in this body for a brief moment. Yet instead of using this time to understand the mind, the essence of life within us, we spend it learning about external things, struggling, killing, and destroying each other to claim land, even though land belongs to the world, not to anyone. We kill, destroy, insult, and hate one another, all to protect the body. We believe that this body belongs to us, but I am trying to show you that this body is not ours. That is why when I turned inward, I saw clearly, this voice is not me, emotions are not me, the one who perceives is not me. When I awakened to this truth, tears fell. It was light, weightless. In a single moment of realization, there was a flash of awareness. Wait, this voice speaking right now is not me. And then, boom, the entire understanding that I was human shattered completely. From that moment, awareness continued to arise on its own, observing thought after thought, seeing how it forms and moves on its own, until finally it became clear thought is not thought, emotion is not emotion, and even awareness itself, there is no one who is aware. It knows on its own. Because it sees that it knows on its own, it ripples on its own, and then everything explodes. The body shatters into nothingness, the knowledge of self, every sensation, every understanding that I was human, that I was a body, that I was perception, everything disintegrates completely. All that remains is emptiness, pure, boundless clarity. Only the formless essence of life remains, utterly pure, entirely free from suffering. That day tears fell, and from that moment until now, it has remained this way. Every day I speak, but there is no sense of me speaking. There is no longer even a sense that this is a voice. And yet, this voice is still used to communicate with humans, isn't it? Right now, you believe that I am human. You believe that you are human. You are thinking to yourself that I am human, you are human. You are thinking that this is a voice. You are thinking that I am teaching you about the mind. You believe that I am speaking. You have already accepted this belief. You believe that right now you are listening, that you are understanding. You have already accepted it as true, haven't you? But where are we? Do you realize that there is no one speaking? There is no one hearing, and nothing has actually happened at all. Who can see this? In truth, this is simply the rippling of the mind, the essence of life. It ripples as wisdom, ripples into knowledge, radiating within the vast formless emptiness. Picture this, pure formless essence, like a floating translucent sphere, like a soap bubble, clear, weightless, formless. This clear, pure essence is utterly free from suffering, endlessly rippling, radiating energy, radiating knowledge, radiating wisdom outward. And you are also this clear, pure essence, only you have not yet realized it. You have not yet recognized that you are already this pure, luminous essence. Once we receive the power of wisdom, we absorb it, absorb it, absorb it. The more we listen, the more we understand, deeper and deeper, until we truly grasp it within our hearts, until we realize that the voice speaking is not us. Then it perceives on its own. Where are we? Until the mind or the essence of life responds on its own, there is no self anymore. Tears fall, legs collapse, breaking free from the illusion of being human, and then we will realize, how could we have been so ignorant? This applies to everyone. No matter if you are a child, share this recording. Let the whole world hear it. Children can listen. The elderly, the disabled, women, men, all genders, all ages, all castes, all statuses, all beliefs, all religions, all nations, all races. Everyone can listen. No matter how much we divide ourselves in this world, by country, by religion, by ideology, by ethnicity, no matter how we separate, we all share one thing, the mind, the essence of life. We all have this mind, this pure, clear essence of life. It is the foundation, the original essence. We all possess something immeasurably valuable, yet we do not even know that we are this pure essence. We rely on the essence of life, but do not recognize it. What should we call this ignorance? The day I awakened to this truth, tears fell, and all I could do was declare, from this day forward, I will create the study of the mind, the study of the essence of life. This knowledge will lead to absolute freedom from suffering, 1,000,000%. Whoever listens to my recordings, share them. Share them on YouTube, on Facebook. Let the world hear. Freedom from suffering comes through knowing. Listen to this over and over, 5 times, 10 times, 100 times. Keep listening until my voice echoes in your mind. Listen effortlessly, with ease. Listen from the moment you wake until you sleep. Let it play, even as you sleep. Keep listening until you begin to grasp the essence of it, until you start questioning, wait, how is it not me? Wait, but I am human, so why does he say I am not? This voice speaking, isn't it me speaking? And why do I say that this is not a sound, and it is not us speaking? Right now, you are hearing it, aren't you? So why do I say that no one is actually hearing? What is this? Why don't we understand? What is this confusion? Why don't we see it? Can you see the voice that is speaking? If you can see the voice speaking in your mind, the one that keeps thinking, 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 who among you can see the voice that is constantly speaking in your mind? Do you see it? If you can see the voice speaking in your mind, and suddenly there is a realization, oh, so this is thought, this voice speaking, is it really me? And then you clearly see that it speaks by itself. It speaks on its own. Tears fall. It is astonishing. And there is a great release, lightness, clarity. Listen to my recordings. The more you listen, the more you understand. You will gain wisdom, 1%, 5%, 10%, 15%, 25%. And when the tears finally fall, keep listening, keep understanding. Then it reaches 25%. You see thoughts for what they are. You realize that thought creates everything. Tears fall again. It is as if everything you once believed about being human crumbles entirely. And then you keep listening, you keep observing thought, you keep understanding, you listen to the recordings again and again until it feels lighter and clearer. The more you listen, the lighter you feel, the clearer everything becomes. And then you realize emotions, both satisfaction and dissatisfaction, they are not ours either. Only this voice says, this is happiness, this is suffering, this is satisfaction, this is dissatisfaction. This voice speaks. Have you noticed? From the moment I started speaking, only this voice has been speaking. Have you noticed? We rely on this voice to communicate with one another. Aquatic creatures use waves to communicate. Different animals use their eyes, their bodies, their forms, their energy, their sounds to communicate. Humans rely on sound to communicate. But do you know? The mind, the essence of life, does not need any of these tools to communicate. It merges as one, without needing any external instruments. The essence of life, our consciousness, is already pure. It is already clear. But we simply do not know that we are this pure essence. I am telling you now. We are this formless, clear essence of life, yet we have never known it. From the moment we were born, we never knew that we are this essence of life. We never knew that we are this pure clarity. We never knew. Think about it. When we were born, we only knew, this is our body, this is our voice speaking. We must remember, we must think, we must struggle to survive. That is all we knew. We only knew within the framework of being human. When we were born as aquatic creatures, we knew only within the framework of being aquatic creatures. When we were born as land animals, as underground creatures, as birds, we only knew within the framework of those beings. When we are human, we know only within the framework of being human. Then this body deteriorates and dies. Before it dies, we suffer again, because we do not want this body to deteriorate and die, do we? It is like when we get a new car. We are so happy. We obsess over it, washing it, polishing it, worrying about every little thing that happens to it. But the car has nothing to do with us. We only use the car to travel, to reach a destination. Yet we become so preoccupied with it. In the end, the car deteriorates, rusts, and eventually breaks down. We suffer because of the car. But do you realize? We are not the car. If the car breaks down, so what? Then we go and get a new car, don't we? And then we become preoccupied with the new car again, repeating the same cycle. The car's purpose is only to transport us to our destination. The same applies to the body. We inhabit it. Listen carefully. Where are we? Why do we have to inhabit this body? We inhabit. Do you understand? There is an act of inhabiting. But why must we inhabit this body? This is the real question. Do you understand? Why do we come to inhabit this body? Once we get this body, suffering begins. It is like getting a car. Suddenly we are burdened. We must wash it, refuel it, and constantly maintain it. We have to pay for the car, pay taxes, replace the tires, change the battery, take it for inspections, just like when we acquire a body. We become burdened with hospital visits, taking care of the body, feeding it, making it exercise, maintaining it. If someone insults this body, we become angry, resentful. But we do not cling only to the body. We cling to land as ours as well. And once we claim land as ours, we suffer over it. We get a house, and then we suffer over the house. Whatever we obtain, we become entangled with it. We get a piece of paper, call it money, and suddenly we are consumed by it. If the paper is lost, we suffer. The point is, we inhabit this body. The point is, why do we have to inhabit anything at all? Why do we rely on money? Why do we need to rely on it? Relying, this word obstructs everything. Where are we? Why must we rely on money? Why must we rely on food? Why must we rely on this body? If there were no body, there would be no need for food. No need for cosmetics, no need for makeup, no need for clothing. If there were no body, there would be no need for clothes, no need for a house. If there were no body, there would be no need for protection from heat or cold, no need for medicine. If there were no body, then why do we come to inhabit this body? Why? Once we inhabit this body, we are pulled into this society, forced to struggle, to compete, to fight, consuming one another. Do you understand? We eat animals, yet animals are also the essence of life. When this body deteriorates and dies, we are reborn as animals. The chance of being reborn as a human is incredibly rare. All consciousness, all minds, are infinite, like the countless grains of sand on this world. That is the mind. Try counting every grain of sand on this earth. It is infinite, beyond measure. That is the mind. And these minds dwell in animals, 99% of them. To say 99% is not enough. It is 99.9999% that exist as animals. Only 0.001% inhabit the form of a human. It is extremely rare to be born as a human. When this body dies, the mind will take birth as an animal, almost always. The chance of returning as a human is infinitesimal, incredibly rare. Do you understand? Yet whether one is reborn as an animal or a human, it is the same. One is born and immediately falls into delusion, believing this is my body. Even though we merely inhabit it, we think this is us. But we are not the body. We are the empty, clear, pure essence of life. Yet we inhabit this body and believe it is ours. We inhabit a house and believe it is our home. We keep inhabiting things. Once we have a body, we believe we are the body, don't we? Do you understand? Let's go step by step. What if we erase this body? Erase it completely. What happens then? Erase this voice. With no body, there is no voice. Erase the voice. It is no longer ours. Erase it. Erase the mental images we create. Try imagining your parents' faces. Imagine your child, your grandchild. Imagine a house. Imagine the ocean. The moment you imagine, these images appear in your mind. This is how we flow along with voices, with images, constantly. Erase the voices, erase the images. Gone. Nothing remains. Now speech is no longer possible. Erase emotions. No emotions remain. No happiness. No suffering. No neutrality. Erase perception. Right now, you are perceiving. You hear a sound. Erase it. No perception remains. Silence. Erase all memories. Everything you have ever understood. Gone. Erase even doubt and understanding itself. Gone. What remains? Only the mind, the essence of life. Silent, empty, pure, absolutely clear. While we sleep, we become one with everything. Throughout the day, we work, we are overwhelmed, we are stressed. We believe that we are human, don't we? We are constantly occupied, thinking all day and night, aren't we? Then, when we are completely exhausted, we fall into deep sleep. Suddenly, completely, without even realizing it. The moment we sleep deeply, we vanish, disappear for 4 or 5 hours. We disappear for 5 hours. Where are we? When we are in deep sleep, where are we? That moment is when everything is completely cut off. The entire stream of communication ceases. Everything is gone. We don't even have the sense of being human. Thought, memory, mental imagery, emotions, perception, all of it vanishes completely, but only in the case of deep sleep. It is entirely cut off, leaving only the mind, the essence of life, in absolute silence. That is our essence of life. But do you know, this essence of life still lacks wisdom. It has not yet found the answer. We were born into this world to find the answer, to realize that we are the empty, pure essence of life, and that nothing is truly us. This is the only knowledge the mind seeks. This is all we truly need to know. Whenever you listen to my recordings and understand, when you see clearly, observe the voice that constantly speaks within, such as when you think, what should I eat? Should I eat pad thai? No, maybe I'll cook instant noodles instead. Or should I buy morning glory and stir fry it, maybe with an omelette too? I'll buy eggs to make an omelette. While thinking, there is always an accompanying image. Do you see? The thoughts are not you thinking. Suddenly, a thought arises. Where should I go tomorrow? Should I go to 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙚? Maybe I should visit 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙚 in the winter. Or should I go further north? Maybe further north to see frost. As these thoughts arise in your mind, do you see the images? Do you see how the thoughts come on their own? Do you see how they appear with images? If you can see that the voice speaking is not you, the mind will detach. You will see that the knowing that is happening is not you knowing. The mind will detach. You will see that emotions are not emotions. You will see that satisfaction, dissatisfaction, neutrality, none of these emotions belong to anyone. Can you see it? See it naturally. See it as it is. You don't need to force yourself to focus, to stare, to try to see. Just listen to my recordings in a relaxed, effortless way. Make yourself comfortable. You don't need to try to understand. You don't need to try to see. You don't need to try to know. You don't need to try to be anything. Just listen effortlessly. Listen continuously, no matter what you are doing. Listen while you are awake. Listen while you sleep. Just let it play. Listen as you drive, casually. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you understand, sometimes you don't. It doesn't matter. Just listen effortlessly. When the mind is relaxed, it feels light, clear. And at that moment, understanding comes effortlessly. As you keep listening, you won't even realize that you already understand. Just keep listening. It will already understand. No need to want to understand. It has already understood. If you observe closely, it will start to feel strange. The more you listen, the lighter it becomes. The more you listen, the more at ease you feel. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. The more you listen, the less you worry about anything. The thoughts that you had been thinking all day and night, that led to mental illness, migraines, headaches. Suddenly you begin to feel, hey, why is my body feeling so good lately? My head doesn't hurt like it used to. Why is it so easy to sleep now? I don't struggle to fall asleep like I did before. Why do I feel so light and at ease now? Suddenly tears begin to flow. Suddenly, listening to the tape, it clicks. You understand, hey, isn't all of this me? Tears are flowing uncontrollably, day and night. Some people cry intensely, unable to stop for 3 hours, others for 4 to 5 hours. Some feel light and at ease for 3 days and nights. Understanding keeps growing, and the more you understand, the more at ease you become. The doubts that once troubled you vanish completely. It will feel strange. You will think, why didn't I feel at ease before? Why do I feel so at ease now? Why do I feel so light and clear now? I used to be someone who overthought everything, but now I don't think as much. Keep listening. Whenever we understand, that understanding is wisdom. It will enter your heart, and you will know that we are emptiness, pure and clean, without any symptoms. In this space, there are no thoughts, no imaginations, no emotions, no awareness, nothing that is us. We exist in this pure element. It will awaken when we listen to teachings about the mind and the elements of life. Whenever we listen, this knowledge will enter the mind, and we will awaken. We will stop relying on this body. We will stop relying on mental images, thoughts, emotions, awareness, and memory. We will stop relying on these tools When we understand, truly understand deep in our hearts, we will realize that we are not human beings, but we are the life element that has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Those who have not heard the teachings about the mind, the shapeless life element, are the ones who believe themselves to be human. They still rely on this body. When this body decays and dies, it could happen tonight. You could be walking, slip, and hit your head. You could collapse suddenly, having a stroke, or you could collapse from a fainting spell. When this body decays and dies, our mind immediately seeks a new body. It could be the body of a fish, a land animal, a bird, or an underground creature. Whatever the body is, it only lasts for a brief moment before it gets eaten or harmed. Sometimes lifespan might only last a day, 2 days, or 5 days. In no time it ends, and the mind or life element seeks a new body again, becoming a new creature. Then we eat each other, they eat us, we eat them. We keep eating and consuming each other. When the body decays and dies, it seeks a new body. The point is, do we see this? The mind relies on a vessel endlessly. When will the mind or life element stop relying on these things? When will it stop being reborn? That's the point. It shows that the mind or life element still lacks knowledge. We just need knowledge. We just need someone to teach us who we truly are. That's all. That's why I say I used to suffer a lot. We all are born into suffering. But because I always asked myself, why am I born? What is the purpose of my life? This question has been with me since childhood. Why am I born? We have everything, yet there's still doubt about the purpose of our birth, because everything we have is not truly what we want. When I first got a car, I was happy for a moment, but then I thought, why do I have to drive this car? Why must I become the element of this car? It's such a hassle. Before I didn't have money. Once I had money, I worked even harder, struggling to earn more, but still only ate one plate of food like before. Sometimes I barely ate. I was so consumed with finding money. I thought, why must I become the element of money? Why must I become the element of this car? Why must I become an element of this world? Why was I born? This question always lingered in my mind. Then the body grows old, becomes sick, and will not last long. Where will we go after this? We are born again. But where did we come from? I don't know either. How did we end up in this body? I don't know. And when this body decays, where will we go? I don't know. What are we really? What do we truly want? I don't know either. No one on this earth can answer this for us. Until one day I met a teacher who said, this body is not our body. The voice that speaks, the mental images, emotions, awareness, and memory are not ours. At first I didn't understand. How could it not be mine? I'm clearly here. I suffered a lot until I had the feeling, how can I know the truth about who I really am? What do I truly want? How can I stop suffering and end this suffering once and for all? Because it was chaotic from morning to night. It was so chaotic every day. When will I break free from this vicious cycle? The cycle of being born to struggle from dawn to dusk, just to eat a plate of food, then growing old, getting sick, and eventually the body decaying and dying. Then being born again with a new body, struggling to make a living from morning to night, filled with anger, hatred, vengeance, competition, and violence. We fight, eat each other, and destroy each other every day. Then, in the end, this body decays and dies, and the mind drifts to find a new body. And we are afraid of death every time we are born. We are afraid of pain, of suffering, of death. We don't want this body to get sick or decay. but it always does. It decays and dies every time. We are born again with a new body, living in a new vessel. Then, when born, we grow old, get sick, and suffer. We don't want it to happen, but it does. The body grows old, gets sick, decays, and dies. Then the mind drifts to find a new body, stuck in the same loop, stuck in the same cycle. When will we ever break free? There's always a question in my mind. What are we born for? Because we have everything. Family, everything. We have it all, yet it's still not what we want, because it still brings suffering, just like before. We are like elements trapped in a cage, born to live in a cage, within boundaries, within this body. When will we no longer need to rely on a body? When will we no longer need to be born, to struggle, to compete, all just to eat a single plate of food? But even that single plate of food, we think it's enough, right? We think it's comfortable. But don't we know that this body will eventually decay and die? And then where will we go? We begin again, to learn again, as if replaying the same movie over and over, watching it from the beginning, from when we were born, grew up, had a family, created a lineage, grew old, became ill, suffered a lot, and then decayed and died. That movie ends, and we start watching it again, just like before. Whatever form we take, it's the same story. We are born to eat, to grow old, to get sick, to die, and then to be born again to eat, to grow old, to get sick, and to die. We just keep going around in circles, endlessly. It flows on, and we feel, why are we born? Is this all so meaningless? What is it all for? Why were we born? This is our mind, the empty pure life element within us. It wants this answer. Our pure element within us wants to know, what are we really? And what is everything else? How can we finally get out of all of this? When will we stop being reborn? Because if we stop being born, we won't suffer anymore. Do you understand? When will we finally end this vicious cycle? That's why I turned inward and saw that this voice is not us. The mental images, emotions, awareness are not us. Everything is not us at all. Once I saw that, the mind detached. It detached from being human. It detached from everything. The voice speaking is not us. It detached. The mental images, the emotions, they detached from the mental images, the emotions. They detached from the awareness. They detached from memory. Everything detached, and all of these things became meaningless, because even if they exist, they are not related to us. It becomes meaningless. The voice that speaks becomes meaningless to us, because we no longer need to rely on the voice. The life element does not depend on anything. It detaches and realizes that it is the pure, clear element. Oh, we are everything in the entire universe. The whole universe resides within our life element. Our life element is the pure, clear element, the original element. We are everything, and the whole universe depends on the life element. Can you imagine? It's like we go back in time before the universe existed, before the first star was born in the emptiness. Do you understand? Imagine if we erase the universe completely. Erase the universe, erase the sun, erase black holes, erase stars, erase dust, erase darkness, erase light, erase it all. What remains is only emptiness, clear, pure, the original element. This original element has no shape at all. This element has nothing within it. We are this element, but we are the life element. We are the life element that merges with all of this, becoming one with this clarity. The whole universe fills everything, but at that moment, the universe didn't exist yet. Then, an explosion occurred. The first explosion, starting from the very essence of this element. An enormous amount of energy was released from this element. From this, small particles emerged. As this energy rotated at high speed, it formed into dust, into tiny atoms. Then each atom interacted, bonded together, becoming stars and suns. Our life element began to reside in these objects, becoming a single-celled organism, evolving until now. We eat each other, fight and destroy each other. They eat us, and we become angry and hate them, right? When we eat them, they get angry and hate us. It creates a cycle where we become new creatures, eating each other once again. We are born as new creatures, eating each other, going through this cycle again and again until today. It will never end like this. When we come to realize the truth, when we know ourselves as the pure element merging with the whole universe, we no longer suffer, because nothing is truly us. The voice works as before, the body grows old, gets sick, just like before. All feelings are the same: thoughts, emotions, awareness, memory. All of this is just the same, but none of it is us. All of this is meaningless to us, and we know that we are no longer being born. This is the last life. At this point, we realize, why are we fighting and killing each other? World peace will only arise when everyone lives together in harmony, without violence or destruction. And that will happen when we understand the mind and the shapeless life element. When we listen to my teachings and observe carefully, you'll see I'm speaking very clearly. Turn inward and wake up to your own awareness. Notice that what is known is knowing on its own. It smells on its own. It feels on its own. It sees on its own. It hears on its own. It tastes on its own. Can you see it now? Right now, in this very moment, do you see that it hears on its own without you having to focus on hearing? Do you see that it is aware of sound through the natural nature of the mind without needing to consciously focus on it? It is already aware. Now it is hearing through the ears. We call this hearing. It is already aware. Imagine if a scent were to appear right now. Can you see that it smells on its own? Then emotions arise instantly, like or dislike. Can you see that? Emotions activate on their own. As soon as the smell comes, the mind says, "What is that scent?" It asks itself. An image of a flower might appear, and the emotion of pleasure arises naturally. The awareness functions on its own. Everything works naturally. When you see this, your mind will detach. Understand this. Realize that nothing is us. We are the pure life element, temporarily relying on these things. But why? To learn. Because without the tools, we cannot understand who we truly are. Do you understand this point? The point is simple. If our life element didn't have a shape, it wouldn't be able to understand anything. Do you understand? In its purity, there is nothing at all. Do you understand? It is clear and pure. In order for it to understand what it truly is, in order for us to understand who we are, we must rely on tools. Understand? That's why our life element has to create energy to attach itself to a body. It's like we send energy currents to attach to the body. We are like the nucleus of an element. We are an element. We are the energy element, the life element, the nucleus of life. In this life element or nucleus, there are electrons, protons, neutrons spinning around like electrical energy, magnetic fields spinning around themselves. We have this energy surrounding us. This energy is what attaches itself, like the bonds between elements. Do you understand? The bond that attaches is the electron, proton, and neutron that come together. The nucleus of an element will have electrons, protons, neutrons, or it can also be called a bond. They will attach together, and then a new form emerges, a new element arises, or new shapes are formed. Do you understand? In order for the life element, which is our pure element, to learn about itself, it must attach to the material elements. That's why our life element must attach to the material elements. Boom. Once it attaches to the material elements, the body forms. Then it begins to perceive. It starts to perceive and think, just as it has been taught, thinking, perceiving, having emotions, and remembering. We start to rely on these tools to learn. But the problem is that we are born without anyone teaching us to understand that we are life elements. Everyone teaches us that we are human, that we must think, remember, wear clothes, live on this earth, eat certain foods. We are taught to live on this earth, to believe that we are human, and to struggle to acquire material things. We learn everything in this world, get degrees, earn doctorates, and have millions of certificates, but all of that is external knowledge. No one has ever taught us that we are the mind, we are the life element. If someone had taught us, we would have been free from suffering. We would have been at ease since childhood. Imagine if we could spread my teachings and have everyone in the world listen. If this knowledge could be included in the curriculum of every school, every religion, and every belief system. If everyone could listen, because everyone has a mind and a life element, then we would no longer suffer. We would live together peacefully, and world peace would emerge. When everyone teaches each other, when we share what I've shared or tell our children, children, we are the mind, we are the pure life element, we would know that we are temporarily residing in this body. Once we have this body, we use it to create speech as a communication tool for the mind, emotions, perception, and memory. These are all tools for communication, but they are not us. We are the life element, pure and clear. To truly access the life element, we must be awake within, observe and see that the voice speaking is speaking by itself. When we see this, the life element will generate wisdom, the insight will click. We will understand, oh, what is speaking is not us. It speaks on its own. Then why do we attach to it? Where are we? Does the awareness know on its own? Is the emotion something it creates by itself? Why do we ignorantly suffer and cling to these things? This understanding will arise, and it will detach immediately. Do you understand? Right now we are attached to this body, using speech, mental images, emotions, and perception as tools. But if we don't need to attach, if we don't need to rely on them, we should just let them work on their own. Let the voice do its job. Let the thoughts do their job. Let the emotions do their job. The emotions will arise. Pleasure, happiness, displeasure, suffering. But let them do their job. Let the memory do its job. Let the perception do its job. We only need to observe that all these agents, even this body, are not us. See clearly that they do their job on their own. Anyone who can see this will experience a sense of relief, a sense of lightness. Listen to my teachings a lot, and it will continue to lighten and clear until you understand completely. Then it will snap and break away. You will see the truth that none of this is you. When you see it, it will snap and detach immediately. We will break free from being human. Once we do, we will understand everything. And when we break free, our tears will flow. It will be as if everything we once thought was true, thinking we were human all our lives, even up to the age of 80, was a deception. It will feel like a dream we've just woken up from. When we wake up, we will realize, hey, everything we did, even the time we spent going into the forest, trying to sit, walk, or do all sorts of practices, hoping to end our suffering, it was all just a dream. We will cry because we truly believed it was real. It's like dreaming you're being chased by a ghost. You run in fear, drenched in sweat, nearly dying of terror, but when you wake up you realize, oh, it wasn't real at all. Nothing is real, and so we cry. What were we running from? It was just a dream. It wasn't real. It's the same thing. Once we break free, we will realize that we are the pure, clear element, vast and infinite, and there is no suffering in this purity. When we are like this, it will hit us at this very moment, right now. If anyone listening starts crying, feeling relieved, I congratulate you. Once this realization happens, we will know that there is nothing to be reborn. There's nothing left. In this state of nature, there is no us. There is only purity, the formless life element. There is no us here, and it knows it will not be born again. It is pure, absolutely pure, beyond comparison. This is the one lesson we all need to learn, the one exam we must pass. We must win this game as quickly as possible. Listen to my teachings. It won't take more than 7 days, 7 months, or even a month. If it takes longer than that, don't ask whether you're foolish or wise. Just listen. Keep listening, casually, comfortably, continuously. We will encounter the greatest challenge. There is no knowledge more challenging than this. Once we reach it, it will be worth it. Tears will fall, and we will realize, oh wow. Even winning the lottery 1,000,000 times cannot compare to this. It is truly magnificent, and we will no longer suffer. We will not be reborn again. This will be the last life for all of us. I want to say that we can all go home now. We have been lost in external things for so long, relying on the body and external things as tools. We have been lost for a long time. Now we can go home. Our home is here, inside. Everything outside is just an illusion, and it only brings suffering. Come back home, inside. We are the pure, clear element that has no suffering. Inside here, realize this truth. This is the right time. I will end here. May we all realize our pure and clear life element quickly and instantly. Everyone, may it be so. If you're interested in these teachings on awakening, mind observation, and transcending suffering through wisdom, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your insights in the comments, provide productive feedback, and if you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.